He was never the most celebrated player on any roster he ever joined. He was not the one whose jersey sold out in stores or whose highlights filled the evening news. He was the quiet one, the 7-footer who set the screens, absorbed the contact, protected his teammates, and did the unglamorous work that winning teams require and that box scores almost never celebrate. But Jason Collins left behind something that no box score could ever contain. And the fortune, the real fortune, that his family is crying over right now is one that no amount of money could ever fully measure. Jason Collins passed away yesterday, May 12, 2026, at just 47 years old. After an 8-month valiant fight with stage 4 glioblastoma, one of the most aggressive and unforgiving forms of brain cancer that exists, he was gone. His family released a statement through the NBA saying they were heartbroken. That he had changed lives in ways none of them could have predicted. That they were grateful for every prayer, every message, every outpouring of love that had surrounded him in his final months. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said his impact and influence extended far beyond basketball. That he would be remembered not only for breaking barriers but for the kindness and humanity that defined every single day of his life. Those words land differently when the man they are describing died less than 24 hours ago. The financial fortune he leaves behind is $14 million, accumulated across 13 seasons and 6 NBA franchises. The New Jersey Nets, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics, the Washington Wizards. He was drafted 18th overall by Houston in 2001 out of Stanford, where he still holds the school record for field goal percentage at nearly 61%. He helped the Nets reach back-to-back NBA Finals in 2002 and 2003. He earned a reputation as the kind of teammate that coaches build locker room culture around: steady, professional, selfless, and completely reliable. $14 million. Built one screen at a time, one defensive possession at a time, one unglamorous shift at a time. His family will never have to worry. He made sure of that. But the fortune that is making them cry has nothing to do with the $14 million. It has everything to do with what he did in April 2013, when he sat down and wrote a first-person essay for Sports Illustrated that changed the history of professional sports forever. He was 34 years old. He was still an active NBA player. And he wrote simply and clearly that he was gay. He became the first openly gay active player in any of the 4 major American professional sports leagues. Not just basketball. Any of them. Football, baseball, hockey, basketball. No one had done it before him. He did it with a calm, quiet dignity that reflected exactly who he was as a man. No drama, no performance, just the truth, offered plainly and without apology. President Barack Obama called him personally to offer his support. Michelle Obama tweeted her pride. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and virtually every major voice in the sport rallied around him immediately. He signed with the Brooklyn Nets the following season and played his final NBA games as an openly gay man, something he had spent his entire career afraid to be. He was 52 games into the rest of his life before he retired in 2014. And then he spent the years that followed as an NBA Cares ambassador, showing up for LGBTQ youth, for inclusion programs, for every young person who needed to see someone who looked like them standing in an NBA arena and belonging there completely. He leaves behind his husband Brunson. He leaves behind his twin brother Jaren, who also played in the NBA, who knew him better than anyone, who now has to figure out how to exist as one half of something that was always whole. He leaves behind $14 million and a name on the right side of history. And he leaves behind a generation of athletes who came out after him, who were able to speak their truth in locker rooms and on courts and in press conferences, because Jason Collins went first. That is the fortune that makes his family cry. Not the money. The meaning. The irreplaceable, immeasurable, impossible to put a number on meaning of a life that made the world bigger for everyone who came after it. Rest in peace, Jason Collins. You were 47 years old. You were not done. And the world is smaller without you.